Hey, it's Dorleen. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my creative life. I am creating a beautiful project because I do make pretty crafty things through the Jen Lee Schoolcraft design team. Now, this is an unboxing right here, or maybe I should say an enveloping. But I receive an envelope full of gorgeous goodies from the Jen Lee Schoolcraft website because I'm a part of their design team. So beautiful stamps. Don't worry, you'll see projects with that later. You'll also see some Kaisercraft die cuts. This is called Full Bloom, gorgeous flowers. This beautiful cage die from Spellbinders, some hemp, and also paper pad. And this paper pad is from Prima Marketing, and it's called Lavender Frost. I absolutely adore this paper, and I feel like I'm going to use it in anything girly. But the first thing I want to do is I'm just going through my papers, and I'm trying to decide which ones I want to use. In my mind, I want to use 3 pattern papers. I'm going to be making a gatefold card, but instead of it just being a normal gatefold, I'm going to be making a pop-out card with it as well. So you can look at the detail or the box, and it'll have my blog address, which will have all the measurements, the score lines, all the information you need. It'll also have a link to the Jen Lee Schoolcraft website, and a bonus, you're going to have the coupon code, which I'll tell you about in a little bit. So once you cut your pieces, now I am actually away from my home and I packed some supplies, but of course I didn't pack my bone folder or any kind of stylus or anything to put these score lines in. So I went through my mom's desks and I found this letter opener, and I thought, you know what, next best thing, right? We got to improvise. So that's why my bone folder seems a little different. I don't think I'm going to be starting a new trend because it was a little awkward, but I just used that to, like I mentioned, put the score lines in, and it was perfect for what I needed. Again, all the measurements and for cutting and scoring will be in my blog, or on my blog. And if you want, like I mentioned, they are being popped up. Just, rewind and screenshot or put it on pause while you do it. Now, I'm going to tell you, and I think if you are a crafter, you already know, a lot of these cards, they look so difficult, but they're so easy. I mean, look at how pretty. And that's pretty much it for the pop out. And then I'm going to actually do another piece, which is the actual mechanism. And this kind of puts it out even more, and you'll see again how it's cut and then how it's folded. Now, when I'm creating this card, when you have your bone folder, or if you have a bone folder, you want to make sure that all the creases are, you're creasing them down with your bone folder, making them all sharp and neat, and everything's perfect. The only thing you don't want to do is in the middle of the card base, there is a score line, but you don't want to crease that one. You just want to leave it alone and just kind of bend it a little bit, and you'll see that in a little bit what I'm talking about, because the middle crease or score line is really to help it pop out. Now, I chose 3 different papers for this project, so you need 6 of these cuts altogether. I decided to do mine 2 each because, again, I chose 3 different papers. Now, if you had two pieces, you would do 3 each, 1, 6 each, you get it. So this is what I'm talking about. So I'm folding it, making sure that, the edges are even, because sometimes even with the bone folder or a score line, they don't come completely even. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this beautiful pattern paper to the front of the gatefold card. And right here, I'm kind of deciding, do I want to alternate it? Nah, I'm just going to keep it very simple. Do the 2 at the ends and the 2 in the middle. And so I'm just kind of eyeballing, but basically you just center it. Now here, you really want to use a very strong adhesive. I didn't have that with me. I'm just using my tape runner, which is fine, but I really want to make sure, I'm probably going to go back and put either like a liquid adhesive or a very strong double-sided tape. And then you just saw there how I was kind of bending it a little bit in that middle score, and that's what I'm talking about. You do want it to bend, you just don't want it to be completely folded, because that card is going to be flat in the sense when you put it in the envelope. It's just that when it gets open, then you're going to see that. And just wait till the end. I'm telling you, people, this is so pretty. So I die cut one of the cages, and I did that in silver, or in gray. And I'm going to tell you, I didn't realize I needed a birdcage die until I got a birdcage die. So if that's something you're interested, go to the website. Now, Gently Schoolcraft they stock new and gently used items. And a lot of those gently used or actually new items are some that are like retired from different companies, or like, let's say, for instance, close to my heart, they just closed out. So people may have been getting rid of their supplies, things like that. Now, the gently used ones are just that, gently used. And sometimes that's okay. I don't know about you, but I got a room full of stuff that I may have only used once, and that I would consider gently used. But I'm just kind of piling pieces from those Kaiser Craft die cuts to see what I like to decorate this cage. Isn't that so pretty? Now, I know that the color scheme is very similar with the pinks and even that like the greens, but a lot of the flowers in that die cut pack were I don't know how to say it, like almost too modern, if that even makes sense, because this paper has a vintage feel. So it was kind of a little difficult to go through and see which ones I felt really kind of matched the feel of the dies or the pattern paper, but I think this worked out perfect because I didn't want to overdo it. Now, what I did here is, because I need something to attach to the mechanism, and since the cage is open, I just added a scrap piece of paper, and it's just that white piece that's showing. I put a lot of adhesive on the top of it and also on the top of the cage. So all of the items on the cage are now covering the adhesive that's on that white piece of paper. And then I'm going to use that to attach that to the bird cage to the middle of the pop-out mechanism. But look at that. See? There it goes. And then when the person opens it, it just pops out just a little bit. Oh, I just love this card. It's so pretty. And I hope you do too. Now, I was thinking about putting a band around it, but then I just thought, you know what? This works out perfect because I do want the opening of the card to really be showing when the person that you're giving this to has it on their desk or on their, a shelf or whatever it is they have it on. It needs to be open because that's really where the beauty is. So I do hope you like this card. And if you do, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you're not already a subscriber. I do post at least 2 videos a week. One is always scrapbooking, and the other is whatever it is I'm creating in the Command Center, which is the name of my craft room and my blog. But again, check out all the information in the detail box. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Bye.